Hi Pisces, it's Kacee with your love reading for March. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm so happy to have you here. We're going to pull some emotion cards to start us off, and I'm going to pull you guys on the left and the other energy or person that you're dealing with to the right. If you resonate with one side over the other, please flip-flop. This is your message, so you interpret it however you need to. So we're going to start with a couple cards here and see which way this reading takes us, because these love readings can be all about romance, it can be about family, it can be about co-workers or relationship with self. So let's go ahead and see what we have, Pisces. And you're coming in with the heart chakra, and they're coming in with darkest fears. So what is going on with that? What is happening? We're going to pull a spirit message card and see how that helps us dive into this. You know what, darkest fears, I see there are the moons above its head as phases, as cycles, going through things one thing at a time, being very analytical, seeing things for how they are, and really going deep into what their darkest fears happen to be. Heart chakra is all about speaking from your heart, shining your light from your heart, giving love where you see people are in need, giving love to yourself, giving love to your family members. Everything you're doing right now is from your heart chakra when it comes to the people around you. You're coming in with trust, and they're coming in with receive. Trust reads, while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and more. Receive card reads, you are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others, but now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. Well, Pisces, is there a situation in regards to how things just flipped? How this person or this energy used to be the one that was in control of maybe the finances, the household, their career was, they were in charge in their career, being in upper management, and did something flip within them, within their circumstances, within their situations, that now someone else is in control? You know, with everything that we've gone through lately, it's not hard to fathom someone losing their job at this time and having to rely on other family members to make ends meet. And if this is the breadwinner, if this is someone that's not used to being the receiver and is always used to providing and being the giver, this can be a hard pill to swallow. And it doesn't have to do anything to it with male or female energy. It has to do with circumstance. You know, I've been on both ends of that situation where I was the receiver because there was a breadwinner, and then I was the breadwinner and I was the giver to the people in my household. And that shift of learning how to do that was hard. But then again, that other way would be even harder for me if I had to give up everything and have someone and rely again on someone else to be taking care of the finances. We have 9 of Wands in reverse, and we also have the 9 of Swords in the upright. Oh my gosh, you are so stressing over this situation. You're waking up at night, you're having weird dreams, you are having like these worst case scenarios in your head and they turn into daydreams. It's panicking you. You can't do this alone, and you know it. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It feels that 9 of Pentacles in the upright is when you do it on your own. You're very proud of yourself. You know you can handle it. When it's in reverse, it's hard for you to do it on your own. isn't impossible, but it is very hard, and you know that you need other help or you need other guidance to move you through this. Wow, look at this 10 of Wands, huge burdens. All those wands that he's carrying is every single day, all day long. There's so much to do. There's not enough hours in the day to get it all done. They're so heavy, but you carry it one day after the next, and that's where your energy starts going very, very low. That's where you start worrying, but you're trusting God, you're trusting source, you're trusting in yourself and in your intuition that things will work out. And I feel that you are being more of the breadwinner in this relationship, or you're giving more than they're able to give back. And it feels to them on their end that it's kind of a charity, but it's not, because you're giving it to them freely of your heart, but it is putting a huge burden on you while you do this. The Moon, Three of Pentacles reversed, Eight of Swords in the upright, in the Hermit. So know while they're going through this energy, what they're doing is they're trying to balancing this all out. They're trying to figure out how to get out of this situation. They are receiving, they are taking in a lot more than just finances. They're taking in knowledge, they're taking in other people's energies, other people's opinions. They're really working behind the scenes, so to speak, in their analytical mindset. They're trying to figure out how to get out of this. If they lost their job, they're working really hard to gain another job of the same caliber. They haven't given up yet, but this is their worst fear, is having to be the recipient of someone else's goodwill. And they see that it's putting a burden on you, that you are working extra hours, you don't have enough time in the day. They see the sacrifices that you're giving up in order to help them. Now, something comes to light and they end up working by themselves somehow, some way. And they're also able to take the blinders off to see where the new path is. But there's a Hermit energy in here, which means that it's slowing down. There has to be some meditation time. There has to be some evaluation time. There's going to be a lot of downtime while they work through this, but something does appear in something that they didn't think, and once they figure it out, it's like, oh my God, why didn't I think about this before? Four of Swords in reverse is telling me that you're coming to a completion in this cycle, that you're going to be able to overcome this. You are going to be able to go into your respite time, which is when it's in the upright. It's also your card of acceptance and moving on. So you accept your responsibilities. You know that they're working hard. You know that they're trying their best, that it's not going to be forever. Nine of Wands in reverse, though, guys, I'm just going to call it how I see it. You don't want to do this. Okay, there's nothing about this that you want to do. It's not about want, it's about need, and you realize that. But you do not have your heart into it like this is something that you really want to do, and it's really giving you a fire. It's like you're made to do this. It's what needs to be done, and you are being a grown-up about it. And look at this. You're doing it out of love, okay? Your heart chakra, the Lover's card. This is you doing it for the people that you love, your spouse, bringing them back up, giving them time to breathe, letting them reevaluate the situation so they can make the right choices, so that they are gaining employment or they're gaining whatever stability that they have lost in the same caliber, and you don't lose anything in the end. But you have to work really hard. You have to work for two instead of just working for that one paycheck. You're looking for two paychecks now. Hangman in reverse is really good, because this is where they think of things differently and they're looking at it more clearly. They're able to walk away. They're in the upright now. They're not hanging upside down in limbo. They figure out something and they walk away. And I wasn't even paying attention to the Page of Pentacles coming right next to it. So that's talking about a new offer coming in that's very stable, that's very it's very young in its stages. So if this is a job situation, I'm going to stay with that analogy. This is a new company, not a company that's very, very huge, but small and building and growing. This is something that they're going to be very excited about with the Five of Swords. A lot of competition, a lot of conflict, you know. They may have to give up something in order to take this position. There's always a good and a bad and a yin and a yang, and there's always sacrifices to the blessings. So that just comes hand in hand. So whatever it is, they will be contemplating that. looking on the past and not being happy with what they are seeing coming to fruition. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This talks about, when you look back at, say, your career, because it is the Pentacles, and you're like, well, that job didn't pan out, this job didn't pan out, I really thought this one, but with whatever happened in 2020, we all got kind of shafted, so things changed and positions shifted, and now everyone's trying to regroup because there's movement forward. So this is where we have to be careful that we don't judge just the last year on something that we could make for a long-term future. They don't want to take any unnecessary risks with the Fool in reverse. There is happiness, there is teamwork, there is a tribe that is behind everyone, but right now there's such a conflict with the 10 of Cups in reverse that it isn't the happy home, happy family. It's not at the end of the cycle yet, but it's coming. It's in reverse. It's telling me that it's right at the fingertips of something beautiful coming in. And it's all about making decisions quickly and not keeping the blinders on, but really going after a position if it's shown to them, or a situation that is shown to them that they can really follow through on, and not think too hard about it, because thinking too hard about the past mistakes, past achievements, coming out of feeling betrayed, and using their magic with the Magician. So, like I said, it's going to be slow moving for them to get themselves on their feet and find the right path to bring themselves out of this situation. They know how much you're sacrificing for them. They understand it. They appreciate it. But this is kind of killing them inside, because this is not how things are supposed to be. They're supposed to be providing for you. At least that's what they're thinking in their minds. And they understand that it's a two-way street and you're partners and all that. But this was the role that they were comfortable in taking care of you. So while you're taking care of them, just know that they're working really, really hard to find a way out of this situation. So let's pull some angel messages and see how that adds to us for the month. This is a beautiful union you have with this person. You're willing to do anything for them, and they're doing the same for you. It's just they're stuck right now. And then once they pull themselves out of it and they gain that insight that they need, they will figure this out. Let's see. Rosetta, you have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. So this is just taking care of your family, whether there are children involved or not. This is how you feel: very emotional, very connected, very protective of what you have and who's in your circle. You will do anything for this person, just like you would do anything for your child. That's the connection. They're coming in with a Desiree, and it says, no, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. So just like we were saying, it's going to be slow moving. What's being presented to them is not right. There's something that's coming in the future that is going to bring them to the same caliber that they were. And what's being offered right now is not the same caliber, and the risk is too huge to invest the time and the money for this particular company when there's another one right around the corner. They're looking, they're really got their feet firmly planted on the ground. They're trying really hard to get to the place where they need to be, so that what they lost isn't so detrimental for the family. So they will figure this out. You keep doing what you're doing, supporting, loving, and taking care of your people, and know that they're working just as hard to repay this back to you. Pisces, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I hope the message helps. Check out the dailies and see if they resonate. I would love to have you back. Take care.